Ms. Little, let me take this opportunity to introduce my team members, St. Lucia Parrott, who work diligently in this digital teaching manual. We have today Teach Gabriel Anthony Brown, Sylvia Ashton, Sherry-Ann Babwa, Laura Barnes, and myself, Shazala Young. As I reflected on developmentally appropriate practice, I welcome the three core considerations of DPA in the way the educators take the curriculum and the child into delivery of the subject. For example, the content knowledge is what a teacher teaches, and she has to have a good understanding of the content she uses. The curriculum knowledge is the principal concept and objective, and it is a guide to plan for the children. The pedagogical knowledge, the educator who has in-depth knowledge about the subject they teach and they are skillful in delivering the content. Knowledge of learners is where the teacher understands the student's interests and capabilities and utilizes it in her lesson plans. All in all, from my practical experiences, I have seen how developmentally appropriate practice has captured the whole child's development in an interactive and interesting way, and it gives full advantage for children to continue evolving as they transition throughout their stages in life. Sylvia, what about you?
I have learned a vast amount of about developmentally appropriate practice semester after semester, but this assignment have me in awe. I'm like, the way in which these sections complemented each other. Content knowledge is what we teach in the classroom. Therefore, we are to learn as much about the concept being taught to provide children with a wealth of information or experiences where they can gather new knowledge. The content we teach is, in fact, it's taken from the curriculum, which I call the educational Bible. The pedagogical content helps educators to use varying strategies and approaches to cater for the diversity within the classroom. Now, with all of this knowledge learned, can assist teachers in transforming or even modeling developmentally appropriate teaching in a student-friendly manner. The learner can gravitate to unlearn. What do you think about it, Tisha?
Yes, I have found in the research that development appropriate practice is not particularly a new concept. It has certainly taken on a new meaning or perhaps become more urgent given the COVID-19 pandemic. I also like the fact that development appropriate practice embraces three core concepts of human development and learning: individual characteristics and experiences, and the social and cultural context of the child. However, I am most intrigued that a preschool teacher can apply the principles of development appropriate practice directly in the classroom, using the various types of curriculum to ensure that learning effectively takes place. Using development appropriate practice, each preschool teacher has the unique opportunity to get to know and understand the characteristics and needs of the young child, know and understand the multiple influence of development and learning, and use this knowledge to help to create healthy, respectful children who are molded into critical thinkers and not afraid to explore their creativity and to share the vision of the world around them. As a practitioner myself, this new information of development appropriate practice has caused me to become more reflective and to interact more with my students so that I can better help them to attain their goals and to become more independent learners. How about you, Laura?
Yes, similar to you, Tisha, developmentally appropriate practice has really taken on a new meaning for me and has been even more impactful, especially given the current state of the world, that is the COVID-19 pandemic. So too has pedagogical content knowledge. That as well has taken on a different meaning, as I'm not only required to be well-versed in the content that I'm teaching, but also have the necessary skill set to teach the said content to ensure holistic development. And this really impacts my practicum process, as I now need to have a new set of skills to teach the content to the students inside of the pandemic. I need to be more versed and come up with strategies that cater to the holistic child. What about you, Sherry-Ann?
I am delighted to share my reflection about the DPA. Developmentally appropriate practices provide optional education for young children's learning and development. Knowledge of the learners, curriculum content, and pedagogical serves as an interconnection representation of concept that recognizes students' preconceptions and misconceptions of content and sequence the curriculum to enhance the students' learning in understanding their social nature, behavior in the classroom, interests, and preoccupations of what they know, what they can do, and what is understood. As for the lesson, I learn as it impacts my teaching practices by effectively implementing DPA intentional teaching, blend opportunities for each child to exercise choice and agency within the context of a planned environment constructed to support specific learning experiences and meaningful goals.
Wow,